So I was wondering, every single time you take a look at some of the objectives or the goals, you'll see at the top of the list when it comes to removing the line, unifying North and South Korea, you'll see the reunification of Korean families being at the top of that list. However, I think there's a narrative, especially because of our media, Caleb, you have pointed it out, anytime you see anything about North Korea, it's a military parade, and a lot of Americans, most Americans, think that most North Koreans are just living under the rule of some tyrant that they can never use the internet, they can never speak their mind. But, you know, these are families that are separated, cousins, brothers, uncles, aunts, sisters, brothers. How can we push forward and get that message of love and unity and family out there? Because that, to me, is the biggest reason, whether you're a Christian, anything, Muslim, you want peace there. How do we push forth and get that message out there of this is families that we're separating simply because of our foreign policy?
Well, I think things like this YouTube channel
that was taken down are very important because we have to show the world that the North Koreans are people. And I also, I will say that at the World Festival of Youth and Students, or the World Youth Festival that just happened in Russia, one thing that I heard Russian officials emphasize a lot was, on the one hand, opposing the legacy of colonialism and imperialism, but on the other, upholding traditional family values. And it was like the two almost go together. And that was an emphasis that I heard Russia making. And I think that's very interesting. And that, again, politics in the United States and in the world has taken some very interesting turns. And being open to hearing things from a different angle and a different perspective is very important, because we live in different times. And the way things used to be framed, the way things are understood, especially globally, is just not as it used to be.
Yeah, and just my addition to that is, this is why we want to go. I think one of the keys is being able to show people up there. And one of the things that with Peace Cup that was done before is they brought the North Korean soccer team down to Brazil to play together with Pele. And it was such a moving experience for 3 weeks to just train together. And they got to know one another in a powerful way. Those moments shift entire generations of perspective. And I think we can do an amazing thing with media coverage as well, which I know is key to be able to show that to this world. So that's why we're so adamant. I don't know if it's possible if we can't go there and show and actually demonstrate that. That's also why we bring young people to Korea. We want people to experience, of course for us it's a pilgrimage, but also to experience the culture directly. It changes our perspective of these people and the importance of the family ties that are there and the root of the history that makes Korean culture.